I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Well, guys, the Wolves have a star tandem with the two top picks, Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns.
The three-point shootout champion. Thanks, Allie. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. Back to Morris. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Anthony Edwards. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Now here's Towns. Outside Edwards. Blocked! George against Edwards. George outside. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. The shot won't fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's rebounded by George. Jackson on the wing. Defended by Gobert. Stolen by Russell. In transition. Here they come. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
George against Edwards. Morris outside. Oh, got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside Edwards. Over to the left wing. Russell, the pass to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Russell against Jackson. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Russell finds Edwards. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Goes up on the wing. They get it again. Gobert. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding. Just getting after it. Great activity.
George against Edwards. Launches a three. George's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards pass to Towns. Inside. Here's Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Tries again. And rejected. And he's able to get it back. Gobert gets the bucket. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Jackson outside. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Towns finds Russell, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Russell against Leonard. There's Jackson with the three. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Nice play. Usually Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch.
Here's Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns gets the bucket.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's George. Out to Leonard. There's the three. Zubac. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. From downtown. The shot off that time. He got it up. The shot no good. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 2. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. He hits the second from the line. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
The Clippers trail. Here's George. And the jam by George.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on the string.
Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Edwards against Zubac. It's tipped. Now here's George. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Robinson. He just saw an open lane and went on the attack.
Freight train coming. He goes right up with it. George finds Leonard. From outside the arc. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Outside for Russell. Edwards, a pass to Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Great positioning on the putback. Zubac has got 8.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Timberwolves foul. The engineer Russell. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting foul.
That's good from George.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
George hits them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
George against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
To the paint. Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Timberwolves trail. Towns with the ball. And it's Leonard picking him up. Russell to pass to Towns. Outside Russell. George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Morris. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Outside Russell. Knocked away. Morris outside. Pass to Edwards. Down low. Now Gobert. He's guarded by Zubac. Towns passes to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And he sinks the second. 26 seconds left to play in the second quarter. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Clippers.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
And so he hits both. Here's Russell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And when Gobert cuts like that, it's over for the defense. For a big man, his mobility is unreal.
There's Jackson with the 3, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Clippers on top. They're up by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, we've seen Ivica Zubac really having a great game.
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
Yes, defensively, what they've done, they funnel people his way and banking on his ability to intimidate.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Wall and Powell is the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's man in at the 3. Now here's Wall, tightly guarded for 3. Powell drains the triple. Powell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Off the catch, Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
Pass to Reed. Anderson with it. Clock at 4. Here's Prince. Got a hand on it.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And he can't hit the second. And for Minnesota, they're shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Reed, good. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Ball with it. McLaughlin with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Right wing. Ooh, poked away. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. Now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Up top, Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Pass to Noel. There's the drive, and he banks in the layup. Noel's got his first points of the game.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Right side Wall. Now Powell.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Mann. Back to Powell. Pass to Batum. Takes the 3. Prince grabs the miss.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Inside, Reed. Second chance effort. That shot off the mark. Batum with the defensive effort. Minute 32 left in the third. For 3, Covington. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Noel. And here's Reed. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Robbed. Outside Wall. Here's Mann. The kick out to Wall. 5 to shoot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
That free throw good for Morris.
Marcus Morris Sr.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And he makes it on the layup. McLaughlin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Here's Wall. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Prince on the attack. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
The strength of Prince. We talk about it. Powers through contact, finishes. That's a big-time play.
Jackson, he's checked in for Wall. Los Angeles is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Ooh, Morris with a steal. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, up 4. And coming up as soon as we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You want to keep the defense on his heels.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Edwards against George. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Jackson, right side. Here's Leonard. Jackson, pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers in the lead. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Count it. Good. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Leonard outside. Fires, high post. Boy, cranks that one off the back iron and it falls. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
The mid-range analytics do not apply to Kawhi. That's his shot.
Edwards against George. Pass to McDaniels. Now Russell. Now here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And now we've got an intentional foul. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. George passes to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Back to Russell. To the paint. Here's Towns. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. That one misses for Towns. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Here's Jackson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Edwards, a pass to Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. Pass to Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots again. And it's laid in by Towns. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so we can take it right back up.
George outside. the way. Bullseye! And the Clippers lead by 8.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Morris outside. Back to Jackson. Stolen by Russell.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
.23 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Morris for 3. On the break. Towns for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And here's George. From deep three-point range. Can't connect. So the Clippers win it. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding, all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
Sports for the latest presentation of and on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. 3 on the clock, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Towns finds Edwards. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Memphis with the ball. Morant fights. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game?
Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Bain against Edwards. uses the glass to finish the lane.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's Payne. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Out to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got 7 points.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Bain passes to Jackson. Knocked away and stolen by Russell. Towns down low. Jackson on him. And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Jackson from long range. That shot, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping ball, the defense should have done more on that last throw.
Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. On the wing, Bain. Outside Jackson. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Russell dishes to Edwards. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Bain. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Now Russell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. Morant against Russell. Morant outside. Out to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And then Morant slams it in.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Edwards against Morant. Edwards passes to Russell. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. 4 seconds left. Oh my goodness, the slam!
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guy. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Two big men inside. Towns. Oh, with authority.
That is a monster finish.
Oh.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Towns. Russell against Morant. Outside, Bain trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Bain finds Morant. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. Minnesota with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Edwards can't hit.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man. It is mobility.
And they've got to be able to use their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Stolen by Jackson. One-on-one fast break. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Bain looking around. Back to Morant. 4 on the shot clock. And he goes right over the edge of Russell and slams it down.
Heave that one up there and hope for the best. Nothing wrong with that. Morant, sometimes you just got to rely on your talent.
From 11 feet away, Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The three from Morant. Right side Bain. Brooks outside. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 8.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Edwards passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Launches a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Morant. 16 points for him. Pass to Bain. Takes a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got the lead up to 11 now for Memphis.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Towns for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And a wide open look for Bain. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Edwards passes to Towns. Back to Edwards. He dishes it to Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. In the corner, it's Bain. Morant against Russell. Jackson passes to Morant. And here is Brooks. Back to Morant. Good on the triple. Morant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Gobert with a screen on Bain. Edwards with it. Now defended by Adams. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Out to Morant. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Bain for 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 11. Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Conchar, the pass to Aldama. And Green launches it from deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
With the score, with the Minnesota Timberwolves, 18, the Grizzlies, 29.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. They've got Jones, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Jones looking for an opening. Down low, stolen by Anderson. And Bruins with a clear path to the hoop. And the 3 off target. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Now the pass to Aldama. Good D by Anderson.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Prince kicks to Reed. Over to the left wing. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so it's Memphis with it. Jones drives in, pass to Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Assist from Tyus.
Timberwolves trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He's off on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Conchar. They kick it out to Green. A 3-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room to break. Pass to McLaughlin. Off target from outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. On the wing, Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one's good. Green.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Driving the lane. Green with the rebound.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Stolen. And now Minnesota on the fast break. The fast break ends at the rim of the jam.
And there's that transition offense. Pushing the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Jones for 3. And stolen by Prince. Left side Anderson. Out to the wing. Reed with it. Jones covering. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. It's stolen by Green. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Aldama. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
There's the pass to Prince. Pulls up from the corner. Aldama with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Noel passes to Reed.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Timberwolves made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. And that one falls for Reed. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Both free throws good from Reed. We got 33 seconds left in the third. Morant scanning the floor. In the corner, it's Bain. Jackson passes to Morant. And he drives in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Defenses have tried to figure out the way to stop Morant's drive, but his agility and strength ensures that he's always going to get a shot.
Both free throws good from Morant. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Noel. To the left wing. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Torian Prince. And it's McLaughlin into the 1. So that's the Timberwolves spot. Morant kicks to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Morant's against Russell. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Morant's got 23. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 games that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believe in ourselves.
Out to Brooks. Bain against Edwards. Jackson from long range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
Edwards looking it over. The kick out to Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Towns. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Russell against Morant. Into the lane. And it's Brooks in the corner. Bain kicks to Brooks. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's an 18-point game. To the left side wing. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Morant, the bounce pass. It's stolen by Gobert. Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morant with it. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Gobert dishes to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to McDaniel. Hands it from downtown.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Out to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Payne for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Edwards can't hit. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pass to Morant. Left side Jackson. Payne for 3. And another miss by Memphis. Morant with the steal. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 5. The three. And And Morant with the basket on the assist by Jackson. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Jackson against Morant. And Jackson, here we go. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
Outside Morant. On the wing, Bain. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Zubac.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's George. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Jackson against Morant. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Leonard on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Leonard passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Jackson. And here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable.
Yes, sir! Oh,
that's what you tune in for right there.
Wow. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Here's George. That's good. His first made shot at 3 attempts.
Not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Morant against Jackson. Outside Bain. Lets it go from deep. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's George. Morris passes to George. 1:46 left in the first.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
And that one misses.
At the line for your Clippers, Paul George. At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. 1:44 left to play in the first. And here's Morant. He's got 5. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. Outside Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Left side Morant. Shoots over Jackson. Morant, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
That's good from George.
Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Morant with it. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Bain. Jackson outside. To the middle. And stolen by Leonard. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Outside Bain. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam! Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
George. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. George has got 7 points.
Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
4 seconds left. And then Morant with the dunk.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Zubac passes to George. Here's Morris, defended by Jackson from downtown. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis leading. The 3 from Payne. Good, and the setup by Morant. Payne's got 6.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's George, and the jam by George.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there, all the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, George with a steal. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quickly.
Jackson, pass to Morant. On the clock. The 3 ball. Paul George pulls down the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Morris. Up top, Jackson. Hounded by Morant. Jackson gets the bucket.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
Outside Morant. Now here's Payne. Jackson outside. Right side Morant. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
It's deflected. Morris outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Outside Payne. Off target with the 3. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Jackson. 7 points in the game. Leonard on the wing. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Outside Bain. 56 seconds left in the first half. Morant finds Bain. In the drought. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Paul George. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Here's George. He's off on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Outside Bain. George against Jackson. And that misses. That would have put him up.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And that one drops for him.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Here's Morant driving inside. He's off on the layup. And the first half comes to a conclusion. In a
24, the Grizzlies, 22.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Pass to Green, outside Jones. For the lead. Knocks down the long J. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Jackson can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. On the wing, Jones, defended by Jackson.
First personal foul. First team foul.
What's been interesting is Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts. And those will be very loud points.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pass to George. Back to Jackson. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. For 3, Covington. He buries it from 3. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, he's letting the defense know that he can do it from that kind of distance. Covington knocking it in.
On the wing, Conchar. Powell with a steal. Here's Mann. Green covering. Powell outside. Pass to Wall. Clock at 6. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Jones against Wall. Down low. Here's Aldama over Covington. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. On Robert Covington, the first one falls.
Shooting for Memphis.
And so he makes both from the line. And the Clippers with the ball. 3-point lead. Now Wall. Pass to Batum. Puts it up from 12. No luck on that one. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Aldama. Inside. Got a piece of it. Outside Jones. Second chance shot. That one off the back iron and out.
If he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And here's the fast break. Basket counts.
And that's how you finish on the break. Green showing great hustle in transition.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Wall. Out to Covington. 1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. Clock at 4. Left side Wall. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Jones in the post. Wall covering. Here's Aldama. Pass to Conchar. On the wing, Green. For the lead. The shot comes out. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Wall. Here's Man. Green covering. Here's Wall. Back to Man. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Back to Conchar. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Conchar's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now here's Wall. And it's good. 2 points.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. To the wing, right side. Outside Jones. Here's Green. Here's Tillman. Covington grabs the board. Here we go. Wall, the pass to Covington. Out to Powell. Back to Covington. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And coming up as soon as we return. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Wall shakes him, and he sinks the layup.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Outside Bain from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Left side Wall. Up and in on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Wall against Morant. And rejected.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Bain, the pass to Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Up top, Jackson, pounded by Morant. And the shot's good. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Joel Jenkins was discussing with his players. He was calm but confident. He asked them to be quicker getting to their offense and intense on D. He said, we're right there. We have to get some quick hitters and then pressure the ball. He knows they're low on time, but he sees a way back.
Okay, thanks, Allie. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
George outside. Morris outside. George outside. No good on the triple.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Morant against Leonard. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And another miss by Memphis.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Brooks against George. Leonard outside. To the paint. Here's Zubac over Adams. And he recovers it. George outside. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. And right through it goes.
And Kawhi Leonard's going to take that shot all day long.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Shot to stop the run. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his fourth assist with that last one. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. George outside. Looking to get back on track. And George with the jam.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
And here's Morant. Driving in. And then Morant with the dunk.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Here's Jackson. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Brooks, the pass to Morant. On the take. Morant with the slam.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Jackson, pass to Morris. Money.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
It's stolen by Leonard. Jackson, the pass to George. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Bain. Adams with a screen on George. Bain, no good. George outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blow.
Oh, say does that star-spangled
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. Here we go. So the Clippers win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. They grabbed their own miss, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Right side, George. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area. And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And it's Leonard missing. Russell against Jackson. The drive by Russell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, I like the way Russell used his body there, finishing through contact, and he'll go to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
Pass to Leonard. Stolen by McDaniels. Gobert with it. Zubac's defending. And it falls over the rim and in.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Outside, George lets the three fly. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Morris passes to Jackson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Jackson misses. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. McDaniels finds Towns. Gobert trying to get open. And it's Towns missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And it's Leonard missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Outside, Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. That's a 2 from Towns. The Clippers grab the miss. It's George on the wing. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. 1:39 left in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Leonard. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Jacks up a 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Up top, Leonard. Back to George. And 1:01 left in the first. And there's the pass to Zubac. That one, no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside, Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. To end the cold streak. The offensive rebound.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Leonard on the wing. George passes to Leonard. Fires from 18. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. From downtown, Edwards with another miss. Here's George. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers ahead, up by 1. Stay with us as we get... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Offline with his three.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And George kicks to Morris. Down low. Towns with the steal. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. For the three. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss. The Clippers trail. Leonard the pass to George. Morris dishes to George. Stolen by McDaniels. Russell against Leonard. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Los Angeles now. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. In the corner, George with it. Leonard attacking, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Leonard's got 6. Well, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree, unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind. Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Russell against Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Shoots the three. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota will come the other way. Towns for 3. Russell inside, guarded by Jackson, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Edwards fires from way outside. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Towns kicks to Russell. For 3, Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Minnesota?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Pass to Morris. Jackson deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Nobody near Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
A 3. Edwards with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Outside, Towns. To end the run, feeds to Gobert. Back to Towns. And he makes good on the layup. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Jackson against Russell. Morris right side. Over Towns. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. 19 seconds left in the first half. Jackson up top. He's guarded by Russell. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. And here's Edwards from the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. Thanks, David. And we'll be back. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anderson is out there with Prince. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. Now Wall. At the top of the key, Powell. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Prince misses. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The lead is 2. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Wall slams it home.
Well, it takes elevation to finish like Wall here, and that's not a dunk that just anybody can pull off. You got to have some special ability to do that.
The pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Prince outside from deep. And it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 4. Noel passes to Anderson. It's up a 3. Second shot opportunity. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got his first basket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, there's no denying it. When Wall is healthy, he is still a major threat in this league. I mean, he's lightning quick as a point guard, and he has tremendous defensive instincts.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's McLaughlin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
He hits the second from the line. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside, Wall. It's Powell on the wing. Anderson against Covington. Los Angeles with another miss.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
From deep, Prince. Another miss by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Wall and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
One of the things that makes Wall so tough at his position is his athleticism, and he's able to use that to draw fouls inside.
And so John Wall nails both of them. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's McLaughlin. Passes to Anderson. Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. A fadeaway. Misses off the left iron. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, Wall. Here's Mann. Off target from 3-point range. Minnesota's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Ball stolen. Prince against Powell. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. He kicks to Anderson. Fires from deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit. LA's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. All taking his time here. Covington dishes the wall. Here's Mann, just 5 on the clock. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves trail by 4. Prince kicks to Anderson. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside, Covington. Over Anderson. Intercepted. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Covington with the steal.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You know, that's where the high release point of Batum worked to his advantage. Allowed him to get that shot off.
The Clippers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Here's McLaughlin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Los Angeles bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A look at the field. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves trail by 7. Over to the left wing. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
In the corner, George with it. Outside Leonard. Outside for George. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, yes, the turnaround. And it's 8 points for George.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
That's a 2 from Towns. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point game.
And Batum throwing it down with ease.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Edwards kicks to Russell. Back to Edwards. Gobert the pass to Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Russell no luck. Clippers leading by 8. A 3 from Leonard. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his 3-point shooting.
Edwards inside, defended by George. Count that one. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
George looking over the floor. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Russell. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Jackson against Russell. Nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jackson finds Leonard. Back to Jackson. The three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to McDaniels. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Towns for 3. A shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. George up top. Over Edwards. Leonard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night. Why not?
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Timberwolves trail by 9. Right side Towns. Fades away. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
For 3. Leonard, no luck. Edwards looking it over. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
George, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. They trail by 9 points. From the arc. Edwards can't hit. So it's the Clippers now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. And George kicks to Leonard. Takes the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Outside Edwards. The putback gets it to fall.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
It's like he has a sixth sense of, all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for
Of athleticism on the floor is unbelievable.
The speed alone can capture your imagination. We're going to see a ton of transition opportunities, and boy, we should see some high-flying dunks.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Morant. Pass to Bane. 5 to shoot. And there's the slam! Dunk to finish it off.
Despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Russell. For 3. Sinks the tray.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done. Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Hey, no good. McDaniels against Morant. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's Towns. There's the triple. And it's Bane with the rebound. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Now here's Russell. He shoots it. He can't get it to go.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Back to Jackson. And here's Adams. Outside Morant. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Oh, stolen by Morant. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Outside Russell, shoots over Morant, and that one's long.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Minnesota with a rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Gobert, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Here he goes. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
The offensive rebound. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, the length and the size of Rudy Gobert so problematic for defenses. Nothing they can do there but foul him.
That one's no good.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says, no, sir.
Edwards for 3. Brooks with the rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Out to the right wing. Towns against Jackson. Now here's Towns. Guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Jackson. The shot by Towns. No good.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Gets the 3 to fall. Morant's got 8 points.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Let's go with a 3. That one is off. And so it's Memphis ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. Fires the 3. Brooks with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Adams. Now here's Bain. Here's Morant, guarded by Russell. Jackson, right side. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. McDaniels from long range. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Well, the Grizzlies shooting around 50% of the game so far. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. 4 on the clock. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Morant, the pass to Bain. To the inside.
Yeah, tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
Here's Edwards. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Right side Bain. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Gobert. Pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. Back to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Towns. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And it's a 12-point Memphis lead. Russell to pass to Edwards. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Alan. Thanks. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Stolen by Anderson. Inside. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Brents. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And that one falls for Jackson. So he gets them both. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Over to the left wing. Anderson for 3. Hits the trifecta. Anderson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Left side Bain. 4-3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Aldama in at power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Jones, the pass to Green. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It's great whenever Danny Green is forcing the issue. He puts the defender in a tough spot there.
Good on the second one. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Timberwolves on D. It's a 16-point game. Jones from outside. Fires hitting the triple.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Lets the 3 fly. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Right side Green. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Conchar. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Right side Anderson. Here's Prince. On the wing, Noel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. Up again. It's good on the putback. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Back to Jones. Puts up a 3. Counted from distance. Jones has gotten a second bucket on the night.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Over to the wing. Right side Anderson. The baseline J. Deflected. Stolen by Reed. Down low. Pass to McLaughlin. Got a hand on it. And he's able to get it back.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
First free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Noel, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Conchar. On the wing, Jones. There's the drive. That one goes in. Jones has got 8 here in this quarter. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team. Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Noel, defended by Jones. Back to Noel. Over Jones, 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Pass to Green. Right wing. Outside Jones. To the right side. Here's Tillman. Here's Conchar. Drops in the 3. Conchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
From deep. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. A line change here for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Russell. 6 points for him. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Moran against Russell. Jackson on the wing. The 3. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Moran's got his 5th assist in this one.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Shot on the wing. Here's Gobert. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
With the crossover, and count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
And here's Minnesota now. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Another shot. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. To the middle. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And here's Edwards outside. Adams grabs the miss.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Launches a 3, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Russell against Moran. Outside Bain. This one for 3. And here's Adams from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The 3 from Russell. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Stolen by Russell. McDaniels against Jackson. Towns for 3. Drains the triple. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is what your offense is designed to do. Get Karl Anthony Towns something in rhythm.
Moran against Russell. Outside for Brooks. Beyond the arc. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. The 3 is up. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And we have to take another look at that block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Outside Bain. Over Edwards. And again, Memphis no good. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From outside the arc, buries it from 3.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Russell against Moran, driving to the basket, and then Moran with the jam.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Towns for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. On the wing, Bain. Jackson, pass to Moran. Just 5 to shoot. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Grizzlies.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Jackson finds Brooks. And stolen by Edwards. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Jackson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Morant with it. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, But this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Now here's Jackson. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Tries again. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. Morant against George. And a wide open look for Bain. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Spydi, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Morant, and he banks in the layup.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
George against Bain. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's George. Grizzlies taking the shot. And George with the stuff.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Morant looking around. Passes it to Bain. Out to Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
Here's George. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
Outside for Jackson. Paul George with the steal. Morris passes to George. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
It's Morant with the drive. And finished over by Morant.
Heavy dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Leonard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
The vertical of Kawhi is impressive. Rising up with ease and throwing it down.
Here's Morant.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Bain against George. Takes it out to Leonard. Here's the 3. Here's Zubac. The pass to Leonard. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Bain for 3. To the wing right side. Morant against Leonard. Jackson in the corner. Clock at 6. Brooks finds Morant. Shoots over Leonard. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
George looking around. Back to Jackson. Outside for George. They get the rebound. On the wing, Morris. Here's Zubats. John Moran has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He comes. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
So far for me, they found a lot of good shots in the mid-range. They've been fearless attacking with the jump shot.
And something else that I like is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now, here's Bain. Out to Morant. On the wing, Jackson takes a three. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jackson dishes to George. Outside Leonard. 6 to shoot. Nifty move. That's tipped.
On the block shot, Dylan won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game right now. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And George kicks to Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Diving in. And they recover it. Pass to Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
Jay, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Now George, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. A 3 from Morris. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. 3-point lead. Driving.
What an athlete this guy is. John Morant is talented as staying in control.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Now Morant. He's got 13. Payne for 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The dish to Leonard. Back to George. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. And it's 6 points for George.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Here's Morant.
He's
he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. George, that one goes in. George has got 8 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Jackson has the open look. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got his second basket.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
George up top. Guarded by Bain. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Jackson against Morant. Left side, Bain. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside, George launches a three, nailed from three-point land. And now just a 1-point Grizzly lead. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Thank you, David. Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the three, the small forward. A shot by Batum, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Here's Conchar. Passes it to Aldama. And Jones has it in the corner. Here's Conchar. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Clippers trail by 3. Outside, Wall. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And with Batum, his versatility has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
Now here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the left side wing. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Here's Conchar. Launches it. Batum grabs the miss. Wall against Jones. And Wall.
Oh, okay.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
On the basket by Jones.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
All taking his time here. The layup off target.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Covington with the steal. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell.
Very active player. Covington is so good at prying the ball away.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Out to the wing. Pass to Conchar. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside, Jones, over Wall. Now pulls it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Outside for Batum. Covington in the corner. Outside, Wall. 5 to shoot. High post shot. Again, Los Angeles.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. They kick it out to Green. Out left to the wing. Memphis moving it around. And another miss by Memphis. And it's the Clippers ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Steps back. Morant kicks to Bain. Morant against Jackson. And it's Morant missing. Clippers leading by 7. Right side George. And it's George finishing it off.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 17 points for John Morant. Morant against Jackson. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Offline from the top of the key.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
It's stolen by Morris. On the wing, George. Guarded by Bain.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
Both free throws good from Morant. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers on top as they end. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now, here's Morant for 3. Jackson misses. Clippers leading by 7. Jackson with it. Right side, Leonard. From past the arc. Here's Zubac. Out to Morris. This one for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Morris has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Jackson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Morant kicks to Bain. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Shot clock at 5. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Morant passes to Brooks. From outside, off the mark. Clippers leading by 9. George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. George against Bain. And George, here he goes. And it's George finishing it off.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Morant against Jackson. Brooks, left side. From deep three-point range. And Adams kicks to Bain. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Jackson looking it over. Morris outside. There's the triple. Here's Zubac. Second chance shot. And the dunk by Zubac.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Morant with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Morant's got 9 points now in just the second half. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Brooks finds Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points in the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
You know, he already has a number of go-to moves. Jackson's able to keep the defenders guessing.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson against Morant. Jackson up top. Out to Morant. Payne for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Morris. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 12.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And the rejection by Zubac. Outside, George. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.